I gave her everything, my time, my heart, my trust. From the first moment I met her, I felt like the world paused for a second. She wasn't the most beautiful girl in the room, but the way she laughed, the way her eyes lit up when she spoke, about the smallest things, it captivated me. We met through a friend, ironically that friend. I remember how she smiled at me that night, how we stood outside under a dull streetlight after the party, both unsure whether to say goodbye or keep talking. I took a risk and asked her to coffee the next day. She said yes. One coffee turned into late-night calls. Late-night calls turned into long drives. We talked about dreams, childhood memories, the things we were scared of, and the kind of love we both hoped to find. For a while, it felt like she was mine completely. Soft kisses on rainy days, tight hugs in cold winds, silent looks across. Crowded rooms, everything I ever imagined love to be. She would look into my eyes and say, "I've never felt safer with anyone else," and I believed her. I introduced her to my world. My family adored her. My younger sister called her Bobby, playfully. My mom would cook her favorite dishes whenever she came over. And my friends, especially him, my best friend Ayan, they all said the same thing. "You found the one." Ayan and I were close since school, when he knew all my stories, all my heartbreaks, and now all my hopes. He had been there during my worst, and had always said he wanted me to be happy. So when I brought her around him, I didn't think twice. They joked, they laughed, and I smiled, thinking, this is how life is supposed to be, the people you love, loving each other. But life has a cruel way of showing you truths you refuse to see. It started smaller, sudden change in her energy around me. Short replies, cold touches. Her mind seemed somewhere else. I thought maybe she was stressed, maybe life was just weighing heavy. Then came the cancellations. "I'm tired. Something came up. I'll see you tomorrow." Tomorrow rarely came. One evening, I decided to surprise her. I got her favorite flowers, her favorite pastries, even wore the shirt she once said made me look irresistible. I drove to her place with my heart full. But as I turned the corner of her street, I saw her outside laughing, her hair in that familiar bun she made when she was comfortable. She was with someone. It took my brain a moment to recognize the back of the guy she was playfully nudging him. My best friend. I froze. She looked at him the way she used to look at me. He tucked a strand of hair behind her ear. She didn't flinch. And that was it. That tiny gesture, that 1 second, shattered me. I didn't confront them. I drove back home, parked my car in a silent corner, and just stared at the steering wheel for hours. No anger, no screaming, just stillness. Like something inside me had shut down. The next few days were a blur. She messaged, "Hey, sorry I've been distant. Hope you're okay. Miss you and Ayan." He sent memes as if everything was normal. I didn't reply. I couldn't. I kept asking myself, was it me? Was I not enough? Did I imagine the love? But I knew deep down I gave everything. I thought maybe I was overthinking it. Maybe I needed to hear it from her. So I met her one last time. We sat at a quiet cafe. She looked at me like nothing had changed. I asked her straight, "Is there something going on between you and Ayan?" She paused. Her eyes dropped. And in that silence, I got my answer. She didn't deny it. She didn't apologize. Instead, she said it just happened. I didn't plan it. I nodded. That was the last time I saw her. I walked away without a scene, no anger, no words. I didn't block her. I didn't block him. I simply disappeared from their world. I spent months healing. Some days I hated them. Some days I hated myself. But most days, I just missed the version of me who believed in love without fear. I rebuilt. Started focusing on work. Traveled a bit. Met new people. Smiled more. Laughed without guilt. Slowly, the wound became a scar. And even though it still hurt when I touched it, it no longer bled. A year passed. Then one rainy evening, as I stood in line at a bookstore, I heard a voice behind me, soft, familiar. "Hey," I turned. It was her. A bit thinner. Eyes swollen not from crying, but from life. She said she had seen my stories online. Said she didn't expect me to glow up. Said she missed me. That she made the wrong choice. Ayan changed. She said he wasn't who I thought he was. I should have never. I was stupid. I didn't say anything. She stepped closer. Her voice broke. Can we talk? I looked at her for a long moment. This was the same girl who once held my heart like glass and dropped it without flinching. Now here she was, asking to pick up the pieces. I gently shook my head. I did talk. You just weren't listening, and I walked away. This time, for real. Not because I hated Herb, because I finally loved myself more.